Hi there Poke fans, I am your humblest Charizard fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we continue on our gym challenge, or not gym challenge but the final league challenge, and we are now facing our second opponent of this preliminary stage of the league challenge. And first up, and this time we are facing against Hob. For some reason words are difficult again today. Let's see what we have to do to effectively fight Hob today. I probably do have my Dexterity up in this team because he will have his Corviknight. And up front, of course, I have my Toxicroak because he's my fighting type to face off against these what's that thing called? Double. That's what it's called. It's a ram and it's a normal type, so that does quite well for me. Drain Punch did an awesome job. It's just I didn't have any health to gain, but if I did have any health too that was necessary to gain, that would have brought me up full again, I think. Snorlax is next, also a normal type. I am slightly higher level than all of these Pokemon, so this shouldn't be any trouble at all. Snorlax survives one attack. That just shows you how much bulk Snorlax has, but I do get the poison point, so that is probably going to take out Snorlax in this next little second. So that caused me to lose health, and then for Snorlax to go out, thereby leaving Toxicroak at a net loss in terms of health, even though he did do a Drain Punch, because the damage came after the healing. And Toxtricity is out, and he is in this team specifically for this Corviknight. Corviknight is a steel and a flying type, and is probably a better steel flying type than what is Skarmory ever was, I think. I'm not 100% sure of that. And I took out Corviknight in a single attack with my Toxtricity. Now we go to Venusaur. Toxtricity was in the team just for this single battle. That's the advantage you get when you can switch out between battles. Pincursion is an electric type Pokemon, so I think Earth Power will do quite nicely. And Pincursion goes out in a single attack. Granted, we did get the critical hit, so that helps quite a lot. This is turning out to be quite a easy battle. Now I can either use Venusaur over here, or I can use Toxtricity. And since Toxtricity doesn't do very much here in the end, I think he will be quite nice to face off against Hob's ace Pokemon. It'll justify his place in the team, even though he's one of my earliest Pokemon that I had during this challenge. Overdrive. Let's see if that... he goes for Dynamax. How do I put the bloody syllable at the wrong area? The wrong place in the word. There you go. That should make Inteleon quite powerful. But let's see what happens now. Now, do you guys think that Inteleon is a better fish Pokemon than, for instance, Squirtle and Blastoise by extension? or maybe even for alligator. Toxicity went out in a single attack. That's quite disturbing. Let's see if Toxapex can actually survive this, because he's also a water type. Let's go for a poison jab. Maybe that'll induce a toxic. He goes for another earth type attack. It does quite a lot of damage, but not sufficient to take out Toxapex. And poison jab does quite a lot, about a third, maybe a quarter. This time Toxapex is probably going to go out with a max quake. Okay, so that is a ground type attack. Probably an earthquake in max form. So Toxapex goes out, but that takes care of all of Inteleon's Gigantamax turns, which means that Venusaur will now be able to take him out quite easily. I think let's go for a Petal Dance. That ought to take care of it quite nicely. I could have done my Gigantamax turn right now if I wanted to. That hardly does any damage at all to me. And that takes care of Inteleon. Even though Inteleon took care of 2 of my Pokemon. Salazzle levels up as well. So now I'm also, once again I am on a imbalance in my team. So we've just defeated Hob in this semi-finals. Am I now going to go to the quarterfinals? Let's see what happens next. But first I'll probably have to heal up my team. And after I've healed up, Leon is there congratulating me. Why is he crying? I mean, he should have been rooting for his brother instead of me. Regardless of how good the battle was, he should have been rooting for his family. That's what family is. But now that I've won, now we are actually real rivals. Okay, so what happens now? Is this some more story stuff? Yes, it looks like we're doing some story stuff now. Some interview people, a bit of media coverage. Is that a Honedge on that side next to that dude over there? So I tried the humble approach, claiming that it was just luck, but it's been it was planned, 100% planned. Anyway, I wish we could get rid of this interview stuff and just get on with it. I'm not really big on interviews. Several hours later. Why don't we ever see our bloody rooms? That could have been quite nice, going up to our room and enjoying some time over there. Here comes this guy, Piers. For a second there I was worried that Moni may have tattled on me and that Pierre was coming to kick my behind. It seems that she has kept our little soiree last night secret. And I'm glad about that, because if my girlfriend found out about that, that would be quite devastating. Damn, these people have a lot to say. Now, did any of you get that? While we are here, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. And maybe I could gain sufficient subscribers and viewership to maybe get paid or get into the partner program to get paid. Hi there, Moni. Looking sexy today. So now we have to... It looks like we're going to have to fight Oleana. Why does she look so bored? Is it because she's so good that all of these things bore her to death? Is this dude a secret criminal or something? I mean, they should be the organizers of this league. So now we're off to Rose Tower. Okay, so now we're on a mission to find someone with a key. But while I'm here, I may as well talk to these people as well, because it doesn't look like this is a rush job. I can take as long as I want. It seems like there's no timer going off anywhere, putting any pressure on you to complete the whole thing. I wonder if this guy has the key. That guy is just running around the circle, doing nothing. You can see nothing happens over there. There's Moni over there. There's another guy. Let's see what he has to say, if I can actually get to him. Or I'm just leaving him alone. What's this guy doing looking at the wall? Let's try that wood over there. That was an interesting way to state it. Man, maybe we just had to bluff our way through this, because he was looking the other way. Maybe I should have had Salazzle up in front for this battle, because he's got a steel type up front. And even though my fighting type does quite well to deal with it, my Salazzle hasn't had too much work to do lately. But he's also at a higher level. Durant is next. This time I'll go to Salazzle. And he does have the Fire Whip, which is the primary attack of Durant, or not Durant, at the Anteater Fire type, which is Durant's prime enemy. Now why the hell do I have to respond to that? Okay, let's go for a Fire Lash. Well, that's the only attack I have that is super effective against Tyrant, and it does take him out in a single attack. Okay, Toxicroak goes to level 54, so he's much higher than anybody else. But he wants to learn Belch. I don't think I want to learn Belch. Poison Jab is sufficient. And I've defeated him. The time go by so quickly that it's evening now. Yes, look, that light is shining over there, so this was a long battle. According to the time. Okay, now what do I have to do? Okay, let's just switch out our Pokemon a bit so that other Pokemon can get some experience instead of Toxicroak. Try and even out our levels a little bit. But now I have to go to the tower, whatever that tower's name is. I was almost going to say Trump Tower, but it's not Trump Tower, it's whoever the bad guy is in this team, in this game. Ah, so this guy also wants to fight me. Does that mean that I have to fight every single employee over here before I can actually go on with the game? That's a fairy and a steel type. Ah, so it's actually a good thing I switched out, because a fairy is quite strong against fighting types. And that took out the Mawile in a single attack. That's nice. Toxapex grew to level 53. Excadrill is next. Excadrill is a ground and a steel type. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's go. I should outspeed, maybe. And Liquidation will do quite well because it's ground typing, gives me some advantage. Ah, that took out Excadrill in a single attack. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting that, but maybe I should have, because I think I still had the level advantage. And then he leaves. Should I fight that guy as well? Who's this guy in the... Ah, there he is. Telephone booth guy. And this is where the guy has been hiding. I think this is who has the key that I'm looking for. And I think if you read any of the dialogue, you probably would have noticed that these guys probably give you clues as to where the next opponent is going to be. And here we're fighting a steel and a grass type, which means I have a 4 times advantage. Even though the steel typing might give him a little bit of advantage against my poison typing, it doesn't do very much against my fire typing. And there goes for a seed, out in a single attack. And yes, I do have about a 6 level advantage, which I like. If it was a Nuzlocke, I should have been at a disadvantage the whole way through, which means I would have had to catch a lot of other Pokemon to absorb a lot of the levels. Or I just shouldn't have had to use my rare candies. Steelix is next. Here we go. Steelix, Toxapex, you take out Steelix with liquidation. He has a hell of a lot of bulk, but that doesn't help him very much. His defenses are insane, but against liquidation it didn't help me at all. We've defeated this guy over here. Okay, so we have finally managed to get the key, it seems, and now we are over here and these guys are just blocking my way. And this is one of the coolest scenes in the whole game, in my opinion. What we are going to see play out over here. Where did he get that mic stand from? Did he pull it out of his butt? It would have been one thing if he just had a mic, or even a bullhorn. That would have worked quite well as well. But he pulled out a mic somewhere and it is playing all over this tower's PA system. I don't know how we hacked into that so quickly, but that is what is happening. That takes care of it. A rose tower, that's what the thing is called. And there we go, and we're about to engage in the next part of this challenge over here. And as you see, we are now doing story stuff. It is quite exciting to be doing story stuff again. I wonder if I'll have to fight every member of the gym leaders before I can actually fight the last or final battle. That would be quite interesting. What would have been more interesting is if it at some point turned into double battles. Would have been quite difficult as well, because then you can have, for instance, the grass type and the water type fighting together. And then you'll have to find a way to defeat both of them. And if they're both Gigantamaxed, damn, that would be a terrible challenge. Now if there was a way to increase or decrease your difficulty level, as we find an electric seed over here, then that would have been one of the options that you could choose, to have double Gigantamax battles. And if you want it to be very easy, as we find a rare candy over here, then you could say no gimmick allowed in the game, like Gigantamax. Oh, I missed that TM over there. I walked right by it and didn't see it, but I found there's a PP up. And there is a item over here, let's see what it is. Cell battery. What the hell is a cell battery doing? A cell and a battery is actually the same thing, basically. Okay, now let's go into this tower. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.